Hi everyone, this is Mahmoud Hassan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will dive into the advanced warehouse management module in D365. Specifically, we will explore two methods for receiving purchase orders. The first one is direct receiving to the shelf. This method allows you to receive the purchase order directly onto the designated shelf. And the other one is the two-step receiving. Here, the purchase order is first received at a designated receiving location before being moved to the shelf. So let's get started. Before we move to the receiving process, there are some prerequisites that need to be configured first. The first one is the location directives. These determine where the product should be placed within the warehouse. If I select the work order type to the purchase order, I have created the location directive with the name main DC. Make sure that on the location directives site and warehouse is selected. On the lines, the number sequence and the from quantity and to quantity is selected as well. And for the location directive actions, there will be a location directive action for the fixed and non-fixed locations as well. If I click on the edit query, the main warehouse and the location profile ID should be there. Please make sure that. And the second step is the work templates. If I go to the work order type, purchase order, I have created the work template with the name DC purchase. If I go to and edit the query, you can see that my main warehouse is assigned to that work template. Click on OK. Yes. On the work template details, there are two work types normally. One is the pick and one is the put, and they are binded with the work class ID. If I go to the work class ID, please make sure that a valid put location type is assigned on the work class ID. The third step is on the warehouse. If I go to the warehouses and go to my warehouse, that is main DC, make sure that in the inventory and warehouse management a default receipt location is also assigned. If I click on the default receipt location and on the location profile ID, make sure that on the location profile ID use license plate tracking is toggled as yes. Okay, and our fourth step, that is a prerequisite for the purchase order receiving, is mobile device menu items. For the two steps, I have created the purchase receive, that is a mode as worked that indicates that a work will be created, and I have also selected the generate license plate toggle to yes. And the other one is the purchase put away, because the PO will be received in two steps. The first step will be purchase receive and the second step will be purchase put away. The purchase put away will also use a mode will be as work, and it will be used the existing work because the work is already created on the purchase receipt level. And for the single step, I have created a menu item purchase receive and put away, and the work creation process is the purchase order, item, receiving, and put away. And for the purchase receive, you can see that the work creation process is purchase order, item, receiving. And for the purchase put away, I will use the existing work to create or put away my purchase order. And for the last, make sure that all your menu items are assigned to a mobile menu. Okay, let's go and create some purchase order and start our receiving process. If I go to the all purchase orders and create a new purchase order, I will select my vendor, I will select my warehouse, that is main DC, and I will click OK to create a purchase order. I will type in my product and the quantity and save and also confirm the purchase order. Confirmation is mandatory process before we receive the products into our warehouse. Okay, let's open our mobile application. Okay, I will start by receiving the product into the one step in a one step. For this I will select the purchase, receive, and put away menu item. I will enter or scan my purchase order 65. I will scan or enter my product. Okay, and I will enter the quantity of that product. Okay, so the system is now telling me that the purchase order product M10001 will be put to that specific location. For this I will click OK. If I go to my purchase order again, refresh my purchase order, click on the warehouse and work details, you can see that my work is status is closed and my products are moved from my receiving location to my shelf location. For the second part, let's create a new purchase order again. Click on new, select the vendor, select the warehouse, click on OK. Type in my product and the quantity, let's say again 10 is the quantity of my product. I will save and confirm this purchase order. I will again go to my mobile application and this time I will perform the two-step receiving. For the first step, I will go to the purchase receive menu item, scan my or enter my purchase order number, scan or enter my product, enter my quantity, that is 10, and confirm. Okay, you can see that if I go to my purchase order, and warehouse on the work details, you can see that the work order is created and it is in open state. If I go back to my mobile application again and perform the second step, that is purchase put away, click on purchase put away menu item, scan the work ID or the license plate. I will select copy my work ID and paste it on the mobile application. Okay, now the system is telling me that the system will pick the work or the item from a specific location. I will click OK, click on done, and now the system is indicating that it will put the item to this specific location. I will click on confirm, and now if I go to my work, you can see that my work is closed now and my products are shifted from the receiving location to the shelf or the put location. Okay, that's all for today's video. We talked about two ways to handle purchase order receiving. One was directly to the shelf and the other one was receiving at a specific or receiving location, then moving it to the shelf. We also looked at the setups needed for this process. See you in the next video. Stay tuned. Till then, bye bye.